Hello there. In the last video, we created a claim about how the Swedish newspaper Dagens Nyheter reported that dengue fever is spreading in Asia. In this video, I'm going to write a review on that claim. And I can review both my own claims as well as other users' claims. And I can actually write reviews not only on claims but also on media and sources. And this I will show you in later videos. Writing reviews on the fact check assistant is the essential part of the app. And this is the stage where we do the heavy lifting and the real verification work. Okay, so now we're going to start reviewing this claim. Click on the magnifying glass on the claim in question. This takes us to the review form. And here we're systematically going to establish the nature of the claim and if it's reliable or not. That's the whole purpose of the fact check assistant. Since the DN article consists of both picture and text, I click I want to review both parts. Okay. And the first thing we establish is if the picture has been used in a different context. Here, the fact check assistant presents us with some resources to help us with the research. If you are unfamiliar with how resources are added and used, don't worry, I will show you that in a later video as well. And right here I choose to do an image reverse search on the picture of the news story. And I found out the exact same picture has been used in other articles, but with the context the same. And the picture is produced by AFP, which is a partner to TT Nyhetsbyrån. My answer on this question is still no. The context is the same in both articles. The next thing we should try is to establish if there is a picture that has undergone any form of manipulation. Here, the app presents us with an online tool that's called Forensically. Using Forensically is a great way to spot signs of manipulation by studying the picture on a pixel level. It's not a 100% certain tool, but you can easier spot clone tools or if there's any elements of the picture that's been placed there on a later stage, for example in Photoshop or something. And in this case, I don't find any signs of manipulation, but since I'm not an expert in photo forensics, I stay humble and I click not sure. Okay, moving on. The next stage of the review is taking a closer look at the picture's metadata. Does information like geotags or the date or software or other data contradict the expectations, or do they establish the picture's truthfulness? And right here again the app gives us an option of a couple of resources: Pic2Map and MetaPix. Alright, and I use the tools to analyze the metadata with no luck right here, since the pictures are stripped from metadata. So in this question I will click not sure. And the uncertainty lasts through the next step. I don't see anything in the picture that don't add up, so I click not sure again. And by that I have reviewed the picture. And the app tells me it's time to review the text. Alright, so first we have to establish the nature of the context. With that we mean if it's serious or satire content or someone's opinion or something like that. And right here the app suggests the resource real or satire. But I already know, my knowledge tells me that Dagens Nyheter and TT Nyhetsbyrån is a very serious news agency, and this is a serious article from an established news media. Therefore, I answer no on this question. The next step is to answer if the article relies itself on established sources or not. And in this case, I answer no, because the source is both another news agency, and a Swedish professor. And in the next step, the fact-check assistant wants me to clarify if the headline is clickbait or not. I answer no. After the headline is reviewed, it's time to move on and focus on the language of the article. To my knowledge, the language is really professional and journalistic-like. So let's move on. And next is if there's any false statements about crowds or size or distances. In my reading, I didn't see any signs of that, and it wasn't really anything with the article in this case, so I will move on. And next, the fact-check assistant encouraged me to get in touch with the source of the article. Right now, I'm actually gonna skip this question, and that's okay. Next, the app asks us to check if the claim has backing from other sources. And we are shown 4 resources that can help us with this. And actually one of the best tools as a journalist is Google. So after a quick Googling, I find out that, this claim it seems to be true. Other articles by the World Health Organization backs up this claim about the dengue fever, so I'm gonna answer that. Okay, so now that we have left the last answer, I have reviewed enough parts of the claim to get a score from the app. And this claim in particular, the dengue fever from Dagens Nyheter, is ranked somewhat credible. And we are shown a barometer as well. After that, we are being asked to give our final assessment of the claim. And since I found the claim in my review to be highly believable, there was several other cases of it in the media, and people have used the same picture in the same context as well. So I choose to say I find the claim to be true, actually. We are then asked to write an explanation of our final choice of branding. And that's right here, our reasoning. The last thing we're going to decide in the review is if it should be public or private. By pressing finish, the review is now visible as a part of the claim. It's in the reviews that the fact-check assistant's crowdsourcing capabilities shine through the most. You see, other users can also review your claim, and their reviews will be visible along with yours. This older review has already got its fair share of reviews, as you can see, and the results are not always the same. The verifying process of creating reviews is a collective one, and the truth is the sum of everyone's effort. In the next videos, I will go through the 2 categories, media and sources. So stay tuned and thank you.